Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today's video is about Hush. That would be Hush Cosmetics. It is an online retailer, and I'm sure you all, unless you've been living under a rock, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. But I recently picked up, I've been very intrigued by their palettes. I know a lot of their palettes are considered, I guess dupe is the right word, for some higher end products, and I have been intrigued by them, but I just hadn't pulled the plug and bit the bullet or pulled the trigger or whatever you want to call it. But here recently I did. I picked up 3 palettes. Now the first one that I picked up is by Beauty Creations, and it's called Totally Nude. And I think by just looking at the packaging, you can say that it is most likely a dupe for the Too Faced, I think it is the Boudoir palette. I don't have that Too Faced palette. I was just intrigued by trying this because I feel like these colors are kind of like my colors. It's a very neutral palette. It is a mixture of, well, there's not that many mattes. Well, yes there is. There's 1, 2, 3, is that a satin maybe? There's probably about 4 mattes. There's some shimmers. It's really just kind of a good solid palette. I like that it comes with a mirror. I like this packaging. It would be great for travel. I say that all the time, although I don't travel much, but it would be a great solid palette for travel. I have not tried this palette yet, so I cannot tell you how it goes on, but this is, I just wanted to show you that this is one that I picked up. If you're interested in seeing a look with this one, please let me know. Another one that I picked up is by Okalan, and it's called the Natural Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this, and it still has the plastic on it, so I'm going to take that off. It actually comes with, well, I've got to peel it off. Okay, so I finally got the packaging off. This is a very cool toned, neutral pinky mauve-y palette. It comes with a mirror as well. This one also comes with a brush. It has a sponge on one end, and it's just kind of a flat, let's see, a flat brush that might be good to pack on some shimmer on the lid. But it comes with a total of 10 shadows. I think that this was maybe around $12. I think the other one was $12 or maybe less. I mean, they're very inexpensive. This comes with 4 mattes, and then the rest are shimmer, and I have not tried this one either. If you're interested in seeing a look with this, please let me know. And then the last one is by Bad Habit, and it is the Aphrodite palette, and I believe that this is a dupe. Let me get back. This one, I'm not sure it's a dupe for anything. I just liked the colors, so I picked it up. It kind of a little bit reminds me of the old school Stila palettes that used to come in this cardboard packaging like this. And y'all, those were some of my favorite palettes of all time, and they are discontinued. And that's really what it reminded me of. I think that this one actually comes in different colors, but I just chose the more pinky mauves because I felt like my collection was kind of missing a palette that had a lot of pinky mauves in it. But then going on to the last one I picked up is by Bad Habit, and this is probably the one that is talked about most. It's the Aphrodite 18 color eyeshadow collection, and it looks like this. I have not used it, although it kind of looks like I have, but I have just swatched some of these shades. It comes with a mirror as well, and this one is considered a dupe, I think, for one of the Huda Beauty palettes, which I do not have, so I can't really speak to if it's an actual dupe. But I was going to do a look today using this palette. Like I said, this will be a first impressions for me. I have not used this palette before. I have on the rest of my makeup. All I'm lacking is eyes. And so I thought that we would do this together and kind of see how these shadows work, see if they're worth your money. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so like I said, everything is done, but I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the e.l.f. primer. I have recently been loving this. It's very affordable, and it's very smooth on the eye, and it really just makes my eyeshadow last, and I'm loving it. Okay, so first, opening up the palette, what I would be looking for is a matte kind of beige, and it definitely has that. This shade right here, Koi. So I'm going to go in with that. There's a lot of kick up. I want you to see there's a lot of kick up on that, but I'm going to tap that off, and I'm just going to place that all over the lid to kind of set that primer. I have no idea in my head the kind of look that I want to do, so I think I'm just going to dive in, and I'm going to start with a Sigma E35 brush, and I am going to start with this shade right here called Passion. It's kind of a neutral, and it may be dark. Let's see. Oh no, it's not terribly dark. It's a very neutral brown, kind of even with a gray tinge. So we're just going to start with that in the crease. I have to admit I'm really torn if I want to go more pink or if I want to go more warm brown, but I kind of think I'm going to go more pink. So I'm going to, with the same brush, I'm going to go in the shade right next to it called Blushing. Just going to put that on, and I'm just going to focus that a little bit more in the crease. So far, I feel like the shadows are going on the eye well. They are blending nice. The pigment is good, but it's not overly pigmented, which I like. So yeah, so far so good. I'm going to take kind of a smaller Wet n Wild brush, and I am going to be bold and go in with this color Flirt, which I think is the color that attracts people most to this palette, and I'm just going to really place that in the outer V. But this is definitely a pink shade, hot pink. I feel like when people look at this palette, they're like, oh, that palette's beautiful, but then they're like, they get it and they never touch the colors that really attracted them to purchase the palette. So I am trying to not be like that. The shimmers in this palette are truly gorgeous. I'm starting with this color Crush. I'll show you. It looks like this right here. It's very similar to a lot of the colors, I think, in the Marc Jacobs palette, but it's definitely more pigmented when applying with your finger than the colors in the Marc Jacobs palette. I will say that first and foremost, just by doing that. I'm also going to go in with this color Love, and I'm going to get a brush for that. Let me find a brush. This is a Morphe M421, and I'm just going to see about putting that right in the center. And there's a little bit of fallout, which I'm going to try to kind of get away. I'm actually going to go in with my finger. I think the finger on these shimmer shades is working better than the brush. I really just want to try a little bit of this gold color. I can't help myself. The gold is a little weird. It's a little bit kind of sporadic, for lack of a better word. That's the gold color right here. It's called Sparks. And maybe it is. It just kind of gives you like a little look of a Sparks type look. I want to kind of deepen up my outer crease just a little bit. So let's go in with this really dark color called Seduction. And let's just deepen that up just a hair. I feel like I need to blend up some. Okay, now a little bit of liner, and I think I can go in, actually I'm going to try the black. There's a matte black. Let's try to use that as the liner and see how it does. Oh, pigmented. Look at that. Wow. That is some serious pigment going on there. That's really intense pigment. Very impressed by the pigment and the quality of these shadows, y'all. Wow, that's impressive. Now I want to go back in with that color Spark again to just kind of maybe try to build up a little bit more right there. It really does. It just kind of looks like a firework. I don't know. It's really interesting looking. And I had a little bit of fallout of it under my eye, but I've had a good bit of fallout right here that I need to kind of fix. Okay, so I'm back. I have put on mascara, and let's talk a little bit about this palette. Pretty impressed, y'all, for either $12 or $16. I'm not sure which one, but pretty good. You also, I think, get free shipping with this website, and yeah, it makes me want to go, if I didn't have so many palettes, it makes me want to go pick up some more Bad Habit palettes from them. Now there was some fallout, but those were mostly with, and you can kind of see on the palette itself that there's some, that was mostly with the shimmer shades, and you're going to have fallout with shimmer shades. It's just, unless you use Fix Plus, which I don't really do that for a lot of looks. If I want to really amp it up, I will. But I feel like this is a wearable look. I think that it's something that I could wear to work, yeah, with no problem. And I just think it's really pretty. I did go a little bit outside of my comfort zone with going in with that hot pink, but it turned out really nice and I like it a lot. So yeah, so far Hush Beauty, Bad Habit, pretty good. If you want to see a look with some of the other palettes, let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to do that. I definitely need to be trying them out and seeing what I think. They are two different brands than the Bad Habit, so I don't know about the quality of the shadows. So yeah, I hope this video finds you having a great day and a fantastic week, and I will see y'all all soon. Bye y'all.